What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C4 here today, continuing with the Fantasy 2016-2017 series. It's fantasy season here on Beast Mode TV, where today we'll be looking at the top 10 wide receivers to target in your fantasy football drafts. We also have a sleeper, nice little sleeper pick at the end. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, or new to this series, sorry, we're nice. So just got a notification. Darren Sproles reported mandatory camp with the Philadelphia Eagles. That is phenomenal. But yeah, if you're looking at the series, I'm trying to go against the grain. You can look on the internet at any other of the famous fantasy experts drafts. I wasn't gonna make these videos if they were the same, but I saw a lot of holes, a lot of disagreements with how these guys rate it. So this is gonna be mine, and these will help you win your fantasy football league. So at number 10 for the wide receiver position, we're going Alshon Jeffrey of the Chicago Bears. I think you're not gonna expect a big season from Jay Cutler if you watched my quarterback video, but Alshon Jeffrey is very, very good. Still produces. He got that. I don't know if he's kind of holding out for more money or to get that long-term contract. I believe they signed to a franchise tag, I believe. But I mean, even in limited snaps last year, when he was playing, Alshon Jeffrey, PPR monster, great in PPR leagues, great for getting touchdowns, big-time receiving threat in the red zone. Jay Cutler's number one guy. I mean, safe pick when he's healthy. So number 10, Alshon Jeffrey. Number 9, going Keenan Allen out of the San Diego Chargers. A lot of people have him like 15th. That makes no sense. If you're a PPR league, this guy here is a machine when healthy. This guy here is good for 100 receptions easy in a PPR league if he's healthy. With those 100 receptions, probably over 1,000 yards. Not a big touchdown guy. He'll probably get you 6-7 touchdowns at best. But for a PPR league, this guy is an absolute stud. I'm targeting him. I'm hoping a lot of people sleep on him. If I can get him in the round 4, round 5 somehow, I am fucking laughing all the way to the bank with my fantasy earnings that I'm about to win. So Keenan Allen, PPR league, that is money. Number 8, I'm going Mike Evans of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm a big fan of Mike Evans. I think with Dirk Cutter now as the offensive coordinator, Jameis Winston's still going to progress. They got Doug Martin helping with the run game, and I think Mike Evans is going to be the guy that benefits from that. Jameis Winston's only going to get better. His number one target is Mike Evans. I think Vincent Jackson's slowly starting to decline and work his way out of there to eat into Mike Evans' legit wide receiver 1 snaps and plays. So I think Mike Evans is a very safe pick. He didn't have the touchdowns last year. I think they will come back this year. But yards, receptions are all there. Mike Evans, I like him. Number 7, I'm going Allen Robinson, AR-15 from the Jacksonville Jaguars. A little bit of a worry of having him a sophomore slump because he came out of nowhere. He had like what do you have? I don't have his numbers in front of me. I'm just trying to remember. I think he had 1,400 yards and double-digit touchdowns for sure. That Jacksonville Jaguars offense is very, very explosive. Maybe the best offense in the NFL. So you can't sleep on a guy like that. Allen Robinson, buy high, sell low on Allen Robinson. I think, it's going to be very, very dependent on what your league is. Some people just forever, they'll always see Jag players and be like, I'm not drafting a fucking Jacksonville Jaguar. And you may be able to reap on that. And other people might be like, well, I'm going to this guy had a big year last year. I'm going to really roll the dice and hope he can do it again this year. So depending on your league, you may be able to, because he's a Jag, get him on your team for the right price. Number 6, I'm going Dez Bryant of the Dallas Cowboys. He's going to have a healthy Tony Romo. For how long he has a healthy Tony Romo is undecided. But as long as on paper, Dez is healthy and Tony Romo's healthy, he will get the touchdowns, he will get the yards, he will get the receptions. I think just because of the uncertainty of the quarterback position is why we have him at 6. But when healthy, as much as it pains me to say, Dez is a beast. Number 5, I'm going Odell Beckham Jr. Some people have him as the number 1, which I can't fucking believe that. Some people have as the number 2. I can't fucking believe that. Some people has a number 3, and I can't fucking believe that. Him at number 5, and the guy I'm going to talk, Odell Beckham, and the guy I'm going to talk about number 4 are maybe the only 2 guys that you can interchange. I think the top 3 are easy, and Odell Beckham Jr. is not in those top 3. He's great for PPR. He makes great one-handed. He's a focal point of an offense that likes to throw the ball a lot. So I mean, it's definitely still a top 5 wide receiver. But I mean, you got that, for how superstitious you are, that Kardashian curse that may or may not be on Odell Beckham Jr. The decline of Eli Manning may or not be on Odell Beckham Jr., but he still will definitely produce. You don't have to worry about him being a bust or anything like that. But I don't know why most people have him as the number 1 or number 2 wide receiver. It makes no sense to me. Number 4, I'm going AJ Green of the Cincinnati Bengals. Andy Dalton, before he got hurt last year, was definitely saw some improvements to his game, and now he doesn't really have a supporting cast. You got Tyler Boyd, okay, but other than that, with Sanu and Marvin Jones, guys that got a lot of targets are gone. So, and AJ Green's the kind of guy. It doesn't matter if he's the only weapon on the field. You still can't cover him. He makes plays like that. So now he's gonna have a lot more looks, even more looks to a guy like that. I love everything about AJ Green this coming year. It would be a great second-round pick. Number 3, I'm going DeAndre Hopkins. This guy debatably was the top wide receiver in fantasy last year, considering his quarterback play. And now, optimistically, you have to think Brock Osweiler is going to be much better than what they got with Brian Hoyer. Now they have weapons. Will Fuller, guys that will eat some of the coverage. He won't be fucking triple teamed every goddamn play. I love everything about DeAndre Hopkins. I think he's in a great offense. Maybe a little bit different with the run game now without any Arian Foster. But then again, Arian Foster's been hurt more often than not, so they're probably used to that on offense there in Houston. But I love everything about Hopkins. That he's game changer, stud, first round pick all day long. Number 2, I'm going Julio Jones of the Atlanta Falcons. Really tough between him and the number 1 guy, which is, it's going to be AB. We'll talk about that in depth, though. But I think, this is more or less Antonio Brown just for a PPR league. Both these guys get a bunch of targets. Both these guys get a bunch of yards. They're 1A, 1B. You can't go wrong. With the second overall pick in my draft, I'm getting one of these guys. I'm telling you that right now. And that's a goddamn fact. Luckily, I have Todd Gurley as a keeper, so I'm still getting a first-round running back. But Julio Jones, beast. Number 1, Antonio Brown, beast. More so Antonio Brown because now Martavis Bryant is in there. So if somehow he can find more targets, they will find a way to get him more targets this year. So I like that upside. He's a little bit more versatile than Julio Jones as well. But like I said, 1A, 1B between Antonio Brown and Julio Jones. I don't even know. You probably knew before clicking the video it was going to be that. But I will leave you on something you won't know, which is the sleeper pick, and that is Jarvis Landry. For some reason, I don't know why, I'm not super high on Tannehill. I'm not a fan of the Dolphins. I just think Adam Gase will be able to get Ryan Tannehill to produce at a fairly high level. And Jarvis Landry, who's a PPR monster already, some people, I think I saw him as high as 20th for wide receiver rankings. That is absurd. Absurd. PPR league? Are you kidding me? He's good for 100 receptions in a shitty offense. Now they got Adam Gase, who's the quarterback whisperer. You got Devontae Booker. Not Devontae. What the fuck is that guy's name? Yeah, the other wide receiver they got from Louisville last year. Honestly, cannot remember his name to save my life. But anyway, he makes highlight reel catches. He'll be able to take some coverage off and let Jarvis Landry do his thing. So PPR leagues, Jarvis Landry's going to be absolute stud. For depending on how your PPR leagues, if it's a half a point to a full point, if it's a full point, he might even creep into wide receiver 1 territory at points this season. I think he's a very safe option at wide receiver 2 if you can land him. So look at that. So there you have it, guys. Those are the top 10 wide receivers for the upcoming 2016-2017 fantasy football season. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Looking for 15,000 subs by the time Madden 17 comes out. Until next time, it is your boy C4 saying peace out.